I didn't make any videos about cubing because I had exams. But now I have some time just to make these videos. In this video I'm gonna talk with you about my cross cube. I think it's the first one in the world which was made in white plastic, but I might be wrong. I know there are puzzles like this in white plastic, but they are not fully functional. They are just like extended 3x3x3. So you can only turn it like this. But not like this. This less, you can turn them. But on this puzzle, as you can see, it's fully functional. We can turn all the layers. So yeah. So yeah. I made this puzzle from the crazy 3x3x3. And what I did is the first step was to shorten these centers so that the circles here, they can move freely. And then what I did is I took 3 Rubik's cubes and I just glued the corner pieces on these pieces and the edge pieces on these pieces and the center pieces here. And that made the cross cube. Unfortunately, I didn't use the alignment technique, so that the turning quality isn't the best. However, I think it's still better than the Kelvin's cross cube, so you know. I think it's for me this puzzle is a very great puzzle. For some reason it very appeals to me. I think that's because it's Rubik's cube, but a little bit different. So it's like a 4D Rubik's cube, and so all these faces, they can move. But it's not very difficult to solve. If you can solve the 3x3x5 and the centers of a 5x5x5, you can definitely solve this cuboid. So I actually have another cuboids from this 3x3x5 series. This is the normal 3x3x5. It was made from the same kind of cube, but I just extended only 2 sides, and as you can see, it moves pretty good. It's a little bit catchy, but I didn't use the alignment technique here, so that, you know, the corners, they a little bit lock up, but it's still a pretty good puzzle. I love it. Here I have the I cube. This time I use the alignment technique, and as you can see, the turning quality is absolutely amazing. So, you know. The next one that I will make the L cube. I will use this cube and I will make an L cube. This circle right here, even though it's not fixed, it can actually a little bit turn here, but as you can see, it's a bit stiff. You have to kind of shorten the screw just to make it turn, because the stalk of this piece is actually square, but on this one it's rounded and it's very deep into the puzzle, so that it kind of fixes. You know, if you know this mechanism, you probably know what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna make an L cube from this puzzle, and I will use a Rubik's cube to extend these pieces. I want to make an L cube because I heard that there is a situation where 2 edges of these edges, they need to be switched, and I'm very curious how to fix it. I know that the same situation can happen on the X cube, but it's very easy to fix. It's kind of the same situation as here, so I'm gonna show you the situation where 2 edges need to be switched. It's very easy to fix. Okay, see, and we have it. As you can see, this edge need to be switched with this one. The stickers are kinda the mirrored stickers, and they look pretty good. However, I still have some troubles because when I turn this side, they can, you know, these stickers they peel off, unfortunately. I still, on the Calvin's cross cube it happens because it's too tight. However, on mine, you know, I prefer the looser one. That's because at the end of the solve, oh, see, this sticker wants to come off. I think I should use some glue to make it stick. It's very easy to fix. Just do R to U, 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 and do this turn. So you can fix it the same way on the X cube. However, on the L cube, I really don't know why this situation can happen. It feels like, you know, nothing is kinda different and nothing makes this situation to happen. But for some bizarre reason it happens. I don't know why. Maybe it's just the fairy tales, maybe there is no situation like this on an L cube, but I might be wrong. So here it is, the cross cube. I highly recommend you to buy this just because, you know, there is no point in making one, but still, it's a pretty good puzzle. I'm currently making the Premix Ultimate. Here it is. Here it is, the Premix Ultimate. As you can see, I did 5 sides. I mean, the edges, the corners, they're pretty difficult to make. I need to use a lot of Rubik's Cube corners and to cut them in a very precise way. Just you know, there is no need to fill these pieces. I found this side isn't filled yet because it dries. I only made these pieces today, so they need to dry. And this side, I just didn't make it because I wanted to show you how I make this puzzle. See, so it's basically like a 5x5 by 5, but it's a very rare puzzle and very great, I think. So I'm gonna glue some pieces here, and you know, I'm gonna fill these holes, and I'm just gonna make these corners, and the puzzle will be done. It's pretty heavy, but the movement of this is absolutely terrible now. It's very catchy, and you know, even though I tensioned it loose. Here is the cross cube, for example. As you can see, it's not as bad as the Premix Ultimate. I actually prefer, like I said, the looser one, just because I do at the end of the solve a lot of these fall 180-degree turns, and it just, you know, it wants to do that. So, because the last phase, you know, you need to solve it like 3x3x5, because, you know, see, this algorithm. So see, these two, you need to change them. So to our U, to our UI, to our turn, to our UI, to our U, to our, and don't forget about this turn, the DI turn. You know. So here it was the cross cube. Oh, I want to show you a little bit of corner cutting, but it's nothing here. As you can see, it doesn't really corner cut. Even this corner, as you can see, it really wants to break, but still a little bit. See, here, just a little bit, maybe like that. Yeah. I really must glue the stickers back just because they don't look very good. Okay, so that was my cross cube. I'm gonna make now the L cube, and so you know, maybe I will try to make some of the puzzles from this collection, but I think that I shouldn't make all of them, because especially the temple cube. The temple cube will be exactly the same thing, you know, and the X cube will be exactly the same thing. So I want to make an L cube, and that's all. So let's see how it goes.